Hi there and welcome back to Having Fun with Chemical Formulas. I hope you were able to understand Activity 4 and have a brief familiarity with ions, where ions come from, and the basic makeup of cations and anions. Remember that one thing that we need to understand is that cations always join with the anions, that's positive to negative. Well, in this activity, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the basic formation of some ionic compounds. This will be very simple and further activities will get a little bit more complex. In order to help you with this explanation, please make sure you've downloaded Activity 5. Use the slide 2 of Activity 5 to work through the example with me and then practice the 3 questions afterwards. The answers are then there as a separate document which you can download and check for yourselves. Okay, let's get started. Alright, in this example what we're going to do, we're going to make the ionic compound sodium chloride. So the first thing that we need to do is choose the ions from the toolbox on the right hand side. Now to make life easy, I've already put the 2 ions that we require. However, as you'll see further on, there will be a variety of ions, so you first need to choose the correct ions. So in this case, I need to have the ion sodium. That's the metal, Na+. So copy and paste the sodium ion and place it in the chemical production zone, or the CPZ. Great. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is add our anion. Now our anion in this case is chlorine. Basically it's given the salt name chloride. So copy and paste the chlorine from the toolbox and place it in the CPZ. Great job. Okay, so what we now then need to do is to join them together. They're joined together with a chemical bond, just a black line. Okay, now we've got the 2 ions there, we now need to check that they are stable. Now they're stable by making sure that the charges, when combined together or added together, come to 0. If they come to 0, we can then say it's stable, and then we literally write down what we are given from the CPZ as the formula. This will make sense in a minute. So now we need to go over to the blue zone, the calculation zone, or the CALZ. So what we have to do here is, firstly we need to look at the number of positives. How many positive ions have we got? Well, if we look, we've got 1 positive, being the sodium. So it's +1. Then we look at the number of negatives. We've got 1 chlorine, which has a charge -1. So there's the -1. When we add the positives and the negatives together, +1 plus -1, we get a total 0. Yeah! We've basically made sure that our compound is stable. So to determine the formula, all we have to do is to write down the symbols we've got. We've got 1 sodium and we've got 1 chlorine. So the symbol or the formula is NaCl. Okay, well I hope you understand that. All I'd like you to do is practice this by doing Activity 5. This will literally consolidate your skills for simple ionic compounds. Join me for Activity 6, where we'll be looking at more complicated ionic compounds. Good luck and see you then.